Dun, 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 dun. There we go. What's up, YouTube? Hey, what's up? How's it going? Thanks for hopping into the stream. How you doing today? That's good. All right. Got a lot of fun stuff planned for today. Oh, my cat has the zoomies right now. Hope that's not going to be an issue. I'm doing good today too. Yeah, really excited about today's stream. Can I listen to one of your songs? I should I might address that in the stream. I have something planned that is about demos. So, we'll see. But basically one of the segments of the stream is going to be fixing someone's song and seeing if I can give some like general advice to people who want to send in songs to listen to. So that'll be the second thing I do. Yeah. All right. Can I review your song? Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for joining the stream. We're just chilling for right now. I'm gonna start the stream. Gonna start the first little segment soon. I like this stream playlist. It's pretty fun. Just a bunch of Wii type beats. I even snuck a few. Oh, there's the cat. I even snuck a few of my own in there. Could you write lyrics for one of your songs? I'll say this. I'm flattered that you think my lyrics are good in any of the songs I put out. There's actually since we're talking about lyrics, there's a website that I came across. Someone recommended it in the YouTube comments of like a post I did. What's it called? I think it's called Rhyme Wave. I'd been using Rhyme Zone for a long time, and this one I think is a lot better. Yeah, it's called Rhyme Wave. Okay, so I'll just show it real quick. Let me switch. I need to turn off that. All right, here's what Rhyme Wave looks like. So this is what I've been using sometimes when I'm writing lyrics and stuff. So it looks weird at first, right? But all of these are like symbols for like English vowels or something like that. So you got oo for screw, for book, for bus. And so if you want to rhyme something that's like start, that's the R in like a ah in star. So you would click on that one. And then it gives you just way more than you asked for, but a bunch of different ones. I still don't know the difference between an A and B. Like there's a lot on here that I just don't get, but it gets me to the point where I have some good ideas. Like spark, that would be a good rhyme. Or I don't know. And then you can, if you really want to get into the weeds of it, you could say, I want a double syllable word starting on A, and ending in O, like frog. So, guard dog. Or, okay, hold on. Let's go. This is easier to see. It's not as close in colors. So like glove box, you get the and A in your first and second one. Will it be a problem if I use FL Mobile for you to fix my beat? Yeah, probably. I would doubt that there's a way to fix or to export like stems on FL Mobile. Although I just don't know. I don't know anything about FL Mobile, but just knowing that it's a mobile app would make it a little bit harder to do like advanced features like exporting stems. All right. There's not going to be a rhyme stream. My cat is making a ton of noise. This might actually be an issue. All right. Well, give me 1 sec. Okay, let's get started with this first thing I have planned. It is a beat breakdown. So I'll get that set up right now. Sorry, everybody. I need to go to studio mode on the OBS. Oh, sorry if I wasn't clear about that. I'm not fixing people's demo, like the submission. There's no like submission about it. I already have the stems from someone else that I'm gonna be doing like on stream. All right, there we go. Actually, no. Let me take that off. I'm gonna do like a little intro. All right. Let's do this thing. Gonna need some different music though. What's some good opening type music? Oh, no worries about it. Yeah. Let's see. Let's do this one. Okay. So I'm gonna intro this real quick. I'm gonna switch to my YouTuber voice real quick. All right. A few months ago, I entered a song contest put on by a big YouTube live streamer, Ludwig. I was trying to... Whoa. Whew. Where did that come from? All right, take two. All right. A few months ago, I entered a song contest put on by a big YouTube live streamer, Ludwig. I was trying to win it, so I made a song that was pretty much in line with his music taste, using his playlist as reference. It's mostly what I would call like kawaii EDM future-based songs like the artist Quago. So if you want to know how the competition turned out, I won't spoil it. I'll have a whole video out that I'll link to at the end of this video. But here is the beat breakdown of my Ludwig type beat that I promised. I'm going to break it down by instrument sections, and then at the end, I'll mention some key takeaways too. All right, let's get started. Yeah, hi YouTube, everybody. All right. I actually don't have Ableton open, so let me open the original project. You're gonna see what it looks like. Yeah, also, if you have any questions about it, feel free to ask. I'll answer them as they come in. Any day, Ableton. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm just testing the levels. Do we hear? I'm checking this. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's going through. Do you make beats like Juice WRLD? Not anymore. I used to sell like type beats. That's what this channel actually started out as. But definitely made Juice WRLD beats for that. But I didn't really like making type beats. And so I kind of switched to do more like a YouTube thing where I'm making more like YouTube videos, not just posting beats on YouTube. Oh, by the way, it's my bug. What drum kit would I use? I would say it doesn't really matter what drum kit you use as long as you have good 808s. There's the Nick Mira 808 that's like one of the staples of that sort of sound. I don't remember what it's called, but if you look up Nick Mira Juice WRLD 808, you might be able to find it somewhere. Hey, how's it going? When do I want to do the Discord server? That's a good question. People ask me about that every single stream. I'll get to it. It's on my mental to-do list. I haven't written it down or anything. But I think it would be a good way to get like feedback from the community other than just community posts. I likely would just do something where it's kind of like locked down unless I have something. Does that make sense? Is that possible? Because I don't want to spend time just doing like moderation on it. So I might just have like small sections where you can like, I don't know. I really don't know. I know they have like a new feature where it's like a like a forum. You can make forum stuff, and that's more what I would think would be useful in a Discord. Just having like, because to me, like the idea of a Discord channel where it's just like a continuous flow of information is harder to read and organize. But yeah, it's definitely on my mind. I've been thinking a lot about it. I've been trying to find samples and sounds or even just VSTs that can help me emulate more of a hyperpop style. Can you recommend anything? I mean, I have a few sample packs or preset packs, but if you have those or if you're not interested in those, there's also a label on Splice called Moment. I think it's Umru's label. I know he's associated with it, but that's another good place to start. But it's kind of difficult saying hyperpop as a genre to like hyperpop type XYZ because it's more of a genre of like the psychology or not psychology. They're similar in like approach, hyperpop songs, similar in like mindset, but the actual music of it is completely different. It's just like experimental and like not really pop, I guess. I don't know. It's tough. It's kind of tough. I think there's auto moderation now on Discord. Yeah, that would be good for me to. I mean, I will get to it. I will get to it. But I have a question. Like, what would you want out of a Discord that doesn't already exist? That's my question. Because it kind of makes sense to like understand what people would want it for before I actually go out and put something together. Probably should have been a little more specific. Yeah, no, it's easier to say how do you make a song that's like this song that already exists, because then you're not like assuming everyone understands or thinks the word hyperpop means the same exact thing. Because you talk to someone who just listens to rap music, hyperpop means like a little Uzi Vert type beat. So it can mean anything based off of who you're talking to. All right, I'm gonna get to this beat breakdown. Let's do this. By the way, I'm not much into hyperpop, but I like some artists like Owl City. Is it hyperpop? I don't know if you're pulling my leg when you say something like that, but I feel like you could say Owl City is hyperpop, but that's like a joke I would make to people is like, is Owl City hyperpop? Because they were like 10 or 15 years, or their stuff was really popular a long time ago, well before the word hyperpop was being used. Yeah. I would say it's kind of hyperpop a little bit. You don't really know you're a pop producer. That makes sense. Okay. That's kind of what I wanted for the channel, for it to not just be tied down to a specific genre. And that's kind of hard when I made like 50 hyperpop videos in a row to say, hey, I want this to be more about like music in general and like fun music stuff you can do, when I already like put so much effort into building something around hyperpop. But it is what it is. Okay. Sorry for anyone who is just waiting for that beat breakdown. Here is what we're doing. Hey, Tia. How's it going? Glad you could make it. All right. So we're going to break this down by each section. This is what it looks like on the inside. Okay, those were my reference songs. All right. So let's just start with the drums of this. This is what it sounds like just for a refresher. Okay, so let's just look at the drums real quick. I'll mute everything else. Okay, so in the drums, one of the comments that Ludwig made is it punches hard, I think is the exact words he used. And that was on purpose. Like I designed something that I thought would be really punchy. And so that's what this is. It is a reverse kick. And it happened right here when he said it. So that's a pretty simple thing to do. I wouldn't normally do a reverse kick this many times, but because it is big hits here, it goes hit, open space, hit, open space. I felt like I could do it 3 times in a row. So that is just a very simple thing you could do, but it really helped it punch hard. Besides that, it's just a dubstep kick and snare. Right? Nothing you haven't heard before. So that's pretty simple. Just like a hi-hat loop as well, open hi-hat. And then just some drum fills. But this section, going into section 2, is kind of interesting. It is the chiptune section. So this isn't normal. Sorry. Can't you just do solo instead of muting? I could, but I like soloing certain. I don't know. I'm just gonna mute. Multiple ways to get to the same thing. All right. So for this drum loop, how I turned it from this into a chiptune drums. Here's what it originally sounded like. This actually doesn't do anything. It basically sounds the same. But OTT, multi-band compression, make sure you change the split frequencies to where it sounds good. So it sounds like this now. And then our good old friend Rick 20. So this is actually a preset I made on RC. This is actually a preset I made on RC20. And it's just some simple distortion and digital distortion as well. So yeah, that's how I got the chiptune sort of drum sound. Do you have any Juice WRLD loops? I could make a beat for it. Do I have any loop? No, I don't sell loops, or I don't. Actually, you know what? I have free guitar loops on my site, I think. Now that I think about it, that you might be able to do something with if you want. I could add Ableton Bit Crusher, but here, let me show you why I don't do that. What's it called? Redux is what it's called. Okay, so first thing, there's no dry wet knob on this. I don't know why, but there's no dry wet knob. Let's see. So this is both. Okay, so one of the reasons why I like the RC21 is you can get both. I forget what it's called, but whatever this rate thing is, and then bits. So it's like 2 different types of digital distortion or bit reduction. But yeah, you could do a similar thing in Ableton. It's just, I guess the big thing is there's no dry wet knob, and there's no like presets you could scroll through. You just have to do everything manually. Gotta love the presets. Oh, what's the site called? varsitybeats.com. Yeah. I wrote out some notes for this. Okay, so that is in this song, there are multiple sections. So this is like an A section and a drop, and then like a chiptune section, build, another drop, and then we have this piano section, which is completely new, like a piano chill section. So in this section right here, I wanted completely new drums, something a bit more chill. So I went with I went with a less punchy kick. Yeah, and some claps. Just a drum loop. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, so nothing that complex is actually going on. Like I said in my video about the competition, I was working on a deadline to make this song. And so I didn't really have that much time to spend on this track. But one thing that you can see in here is there's not a lot of looping. This is like the only place where there is looping right here, where I just loop the same thing over and over again. That's something that I like to do in most of my tracks, is just change it up a little bit. So here we've got multiple kicks, or just cutting out different sections at the ends. That's a big one. This is like simple arrangement stuff, but I don't think I have any fake outs, where a fake out would be like this, where you don't have something at the beginning. And then there's also this trick, just cutting it out at the end. That's how you keep your song a little bit more interesting. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, for example, another section here is just like a simple fill that you would do on a drum set. Something like that. The autocorrect. I don't really know what that means. Sorry. Okay. Let's talk about effects now. Nothing too crazy going on. Like I said, didn't have a bunch of time to spend on it, but you don't actually need a ton to make this type of music. It's just some white noise. And also risers from my Hyper Effects pack. It sounds like this. So that's one, but also during the hits, it sounds like this. Yeah. Got a plug. Hashtag always be plugging your internet. After this breakdown, could you check out my song? I could pass you the Ableton project. Tell me if you like it. Okay, I will do something similar. I am going to be fixing someone else's demo, and hopefully there will be information in there that is helpful to you as well. So I already have something like that planned. All right, let's talk bass. Believe it or not, I've actually got 5 different basses in this song. Here's just what it sounds like. And then we also have a sub down here. You can see I was checking in the sub section. In the chain for the sub, you can see I was looking at the hertz to make sure it was in the right frequencies for a sub. Yeah. That's something I always recommend if you're working with the sub. Have some sort of tuner on there where you can see the hertz of the sub, and try to keep it in the around 40, I guess, 40, 50, sometimes into 30 range, but a lot of systems, a lot of speakers don't have the capability of producing much lower than that. Okay, so you can hear on the group, I have LFO tool on there, side chaining. Okay, whenever I mention side chaining, gotta mentally prepare for this. Okay, there's 3 instances. Whenever you talk about sidechaining, three things that people are gonna go with. Number 1, if you're making trap beats or anything similar to trap where there's an 808 and a kick, I don't recommend sidechaining. I recommend using a soft clipper. Okay, scenario 2, you're making EDM like this where it is 4 on the floor, like a boom, 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 boom. I would kind of recommend using something like LFO Tool on here because it's just going to be repetitive. It doesn't need to re-trigger in different places. And then if you're doing something where the kick isn't like boom, 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 I would recommend sidechain compression, where you actually go in down to the sidechain this to like a snappy sound. Okay, just because everyone's going to ask, do I sidechain XYZ? Okay, yeah, so let me actually show maybe one of these basses. Let's look at the first one. So this is a preset from one of my packs. This is from the Cute and Stuff pack. So I wanted something that was kind of sounded like a real bass. Something that has that higher frequencies of a bass. So yeah. Okay, that helps. I got LFO Tool yesterday. Yeah, great plugin. I really recommend it for doing something like that. I use it in basically every single song that I do. Not necessarily every single beat challenge that I do on YouTube, but every song probably has multiple instances of LFO Tool. It's just so helpful, especially for mixing. Okay, let's talk ARP, or let's talk melodies. And so in this beat, I have these 2 different channels. I have them separated because on this second one, I have sidechain, and on this first one, it's very light sidechain. It's 65 depth. Okay, so let's listen to it. This is just ARPs right now, right here. Okay, so this is actually, let's break it down. This is like a AAAB pattern, if you think about it. This follows the same shape mostly, and then this final section is different. That's something you'll hear me talk about a lot, is just patterns like that. This one does follow the root notes, kind of. You see it's a little bit different on the bottom for each one, but that's what I was doing for this ARP. Okay, so for the presets, what did I use to make this? All right, let me explain something real quick. So this is the preset I use, Pixels, from the Cute and Stuff pack. All right, let me talk about something real quick. This is kind of a chicken and the egg scenario. Why did I use all my own presets in this? Did the presets come first and then the song, or the song then the presets? Basically, the whole point in putting together the packs in my head was like, I want to be able to make this type of music, and I want to be able to make it quickly without having to sound design without having to sound. Yeah, I want to be able to make songs quickly without having to do sound design sessions. So I put together the packs so I could make that type of music. What it's not is me making a YouTube video to sell packs. It's the other way around. Just so we're all clear on this. And this is kind of proof. Like, this is something I made a long time ago, and I didn't really intend to make a huge video like promoting this. I had a very limited time to make this beat, and so I was like, I'm just gonna use the stuff that I made, right? And it's good enough. Like, I think it's good enough for my own songs. So hopefully that means something. Here's what the other one sounds like. Just slightly different than the first one. This one is Pixels. The other one is one called Super Cute. Here, let me hold that there. Super Cute. There we go. All right, let's keep going. Let's listen to the other melodies. Let me pick just drop one real quick. I like it. I like it a lot. I really like it. I'm still getting that feeling whenever you like press play and like it sounds really good and you're like, wow, I can't believe I made that. I made that and it sounds good. And I made this like a long time ago by now. I'm still getting that feeling. Okay, let's talk leads. So this one you heard just now. All right, this is what it sounds like, or this is the preset. I downloaded something from Splice. I knew in my head I wanted a formant type lead, and that's what this thing is. So this is before. Here, let me. All right, this is before, and then after. It's kind of like throaty, I guess. It sounds more like a voice. So I knew I wanted that. It's kind of funky. And then everything else on here is just simple. This is a low pass filter, high pass filter that I'll just be using automating, and then automating on and off reverb. So it's just that. It's just that. All right, let's look at the chiptune lead. How did I make that? Oh, wait. This is the MIDI. I recorded in the MIDI for it on a keyboard, which is something I didn't do at the time, but I needed to do it quick. So that's what I did. And just simple. Did I even use pitch bend? I didn't even use pitch bend on it. The bend effect is just from Serum Portamento, which is set at like 20 milliseconds. There we go. You can see right here, I wrote those notes in. That's why they're a different color. But yeah, that's the first lead. Let's look at the chiptune lead. This is what it looks like. Why are we clicking like that? Let me fix this. You like the pitch bends a lot? Also, this melody really catchy. Thanks. Thank you. That's something I really like doing for leads like that. I watched like a Cashmere YouTube video breakdown where he broke down like how to keep leads interesting. And this was like in 2018, 2017 or something like that. And that just stuck with me. So I do that on a lot of leads for this stuff, for this type of EDM stuff. All right, this is the preset. It is my preset from the Hyperfunk pack, pulse width modulation square. And that's what gives it the weird sound. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a like a I hope that makes sense. But maybe this will help. It almost sounds like a high pass filter is happening to the oscillator. That's what I'm trying to say. The pitch is staying the same, but it's just being squeezed, I guess. So I thought that was good move. I thought that was like good movement in the song, so I put that in there. All right, let's look at the piano lead. So we start right here. I got so many comments, or not so many. I got a couple comments when this was playing in the competition for the live stream competition. People were saying this sounds like a Porter Robinson piano. I agree. That's why I put it in there. Yeah. So this is just a normal piano from Logic. When I moved from Logic to Ableton, it's like in 2019, and it's still the case. Ableton doesn't have good piano sounds. So I just said, hey, Logic, I'm going to take yours and put it in Ableton. So that's what this is. Crazy. Look at this. This is what it looks like. It was a lot of work. I don't even know how I did that, but that's the Logic Steinway grand piano. Okay. So this is with no effects. Well, with the LFO on the channel, but with no effects. And then with, this is a parallel delay reverb. So I have a reverb, I have a delay, and I also have the dry signal going through, but it's mostly the reverb. You see it's at 0 decibels, the others are down. So this is with reverb and delay. And then if you really want to get that sound, take out all of the lows and some of the mids. And it sounds like this now. Yeah, so that's all I had to do for the piano. I mean, having a good piano sound to start with gets you most of the way there. Yeah, Ableton sounds kind of suck. Yeah, that's the one big knock I have against Ableton is you're not going to get any real good sounds out of it. Like if you're used to the sounds from Logic, you're going to be so disappointed. I see you use a lot of different convolution reverb. What's the difference between normal verb? You like the sound of it? Okay, so this is, I believe, convolution reverb is impulse response. Is that what it's called? Yeah, IR. It's a impulse response reverb, I think is what it's called. Basically, they sample someone doing like a clap in a really big space. So this is Giant Basilica. They went there, recorded someone doing a clap, and then they turn that into like a real sound that you can add on to your and then they turn that into a sound you can use as a reverb. So it is a real reverb versus just like the reverb you get in Ableton. That's this one. This is like a synthesized reverb. Like it's not using a real world sample. So that's why I like this one a bit more. But usually you can't really tell a difference. I just like using it because you can scroll through the presets. I'm a big preset jockey over here. Okay. Moving on. Gotcha. So we talked about the piano lead. Oh, let's talk about some more Porter Robinson type beat. This stuff. Okay, so that is something I recorded in as well. And then I just, I think I recorded it in and it looked more like this. Like I just went like this on my piano. And then I tightened it up in Ableton like that. So yeah, that's just two different leads. The first is this one. It's called Spoiled LB from my Cute and Stuff pack. Looks like this. And then the other one, it's kind of like a sign with lots of portamento. And then the other one is Vocal Chop. So this is also from my pack. Like I said, I used a lot of sounds for my pack just because I needed to do something quick, but also because like I think they're good sounds. I sampled my own I sampled my own voice and put it in there. That's why it sounds the way it does. All right, let's talk chords, baby. So there are 4, 5, 6 different types of chords in here. I'll play some of them, but really it's just a mix of saw, pads, and bells. Like a saw, it's like a mix of saw pads and like a a mix of saw pads. It's like a mix of saw pads and electronic piano stuff, like bell piano stuff. I'll play it. So that's like a piano stuff with like a lot of phaser on it. I believe this is saw. Yeah. More key stuff like bell, tinny, piano. Yeah, and this one's in mono, I think. Yeah, so it's nothing too crazy there. And then in this C section with the piano, yeah, it's just saw pads. It's just saw pads. But I did spice it up a little bit. I'll show these 2 layers. So this is a bass layer that I snuck in there. I can show this one. It is my bass cruising. This is from Cute and Stuff as well. It's just a really kind of like a Reese bass is what I said. Sounds like this. You love that preset? Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm glad you like it. Didn't realize there were so many different sounds. Yeah, there's a lot. I try to make it so each section of the song is slightly different than something before. And you can do that with stuff like this, just adding in small, like a bass thing. So like before and after. It just adds in some like high end from a low bass that you can get. I hope that makes sense. Okay. And then there's also, I said number 43. What is 43? Oh, this one as well. It is my Ice Age preset. It is mostly like a sine wave with some digital distortion on there. All right. So that's basically it for the chord presets. But we can look at the chord progression. Let's look at the chord progression. Okay, so in this beat, by the way, I did something I do sometimes. I change everything with like a little pitch shifter at the beginning. So all of the midis is going to be slightly different. It's going to be like a reverse capo. But I'll just read what the MIDI is here for the chord progression. I'll just read what the chords are. Chill sound. Thanks. Kind of sticks in the background, but you can kind of pick up on it after a few lessons. I like stuff that has re-listen potential, to where it doesn't feel like you've heard it the same loop before. All right, chords. This is what it is. We've got, I'll break it down. I just realized I'm covering it up a little bit, so let me go like this. This is better. There we go. All right, so we've got our chords. This is F, C over E, G, sus9 to G, to A minor 7, C, G2, and then G over B. Probably don't have time to explain what all of those are, but okay, so just let me explain two of the chords, like why I chose them. So why I chose the G sus9 here. Brother, what? Okay, let me stick a piano in here. Let's stop messing around. Oh. That's what it is. Okay. All right, we should be good now. All right, let me explain why I chose two of these chords. The first being the G sus9. This could have just been a normal G chord, but I wanted something that was a little bit unstable but also like kind of happy. And that's what you get with like a sus9 chord. An easier way of saying it would just be F over G. But yeah, you got the sus9, so it's just G. The sus would be the 4, which is C. The 7, which is implied when you say 9. And then the A, which is the 9. So no 5th in there, but that's okay. Yeah, it's like a happy chord, but that's unresolved. And then it resolves kind of with the G there. And then why I chose the G2 is it's a bit more resolved, but it's a little something more than just a normal G chord, right? It wasn't completely necessary, I'll say, but I like having the 2 or the 9 in some of my chords. All right. Oh, there's also a different chord progression in here. I'll break down. That is during the piano section, we sound like this. Very similar chords. I'll just read it out. It's F to A minor 7. Sorry. That's that. Okay, so let me start that again. So it's just F, A minor 7 to G2, back to A minor 7. And then it repeats here, just holding out this G2. So I wanted something different that was just holding the chords, because before we were changing chords a bunch. And so if I'm trying to do a completely new section, something you can do is just change how often the chords hit. There we go. Okay, let's talk about the ending, because that also has its own chord progression. I was inspired in this ending, and I really like how it turned out. That's why I use it in the ending of all my videos now. Why is this being a goober? There we go. Yeah, that's why I use this as my outro. Okay. So the ending, I wanted to make it a bit interesting. I was inspired by Madeon's Adventure album. There's like 2 or 3 songs on there that have like a nostalgic outro with the chord progression. I think I have a video about this. It was a video I made a while ago, how to like make nostalgic outros. But I'll break this one down. So we've got our normal progression: F, C over E. Let me open up this filter. All right. Okay, so we've got F, C over E, then G sus9, our friend. Still can't hear stuff. Why is that? Okay, sorry everybody. Okay. So we've got our same chord progression. It is F, C over E, G sus9, and then all right, third time's the charm. So we've got in the outro F, C over E, and then G sus9, then A minor, C, and then G2. And we got F, the same thing. So we're repeating this section from over here, right? And then we go into where it gets kind of nostalgic. So I'm using a G sharp diminished chord. Sounds like this. And then A minor. Then F2. A minor 7. And then G2. So basically the only chord that's not in the key is this G2, G sharp 2. So basically the only chord that's not in the key is this G sharp diminished. And whenever you want to add in something like that, you find the chord you want to go to, which was A minor in this case. And you just go down a half step, and that will resolve into the A minor. So just build a diminished chord, which is really easy to build. You just go like this, up with two semitones in between, right? And so then I just dragged that up here. So that's how I built that chord. All right. Those last chords, very nostalgic. Thanks. I really like them. And I hope that it's like part of my branding now with like using it in my outro, because I really like it a lot. Okay. So we are just about done with this beat breakdown. We covered just about everything. But now it's time for tips and tricks. You made it all the way to the end. All right, so here's some ways you can spice up your tracks if you want. All right, so here's some ways you can spice up your tracks if you want. Most of these are going to be changes you can do to MIDI or arrangement to keep it interesting. Yeah, small changes to MIDI alone can make your song more listenable, is what I said. Okay, so one of the things is in your chord progressions, you can do sort of like holds before a drop or drop-esque thing. That's what I did here, and I really liked how it turned out. Instead of just copying this right here, I just held it out. Okay, another tip you could do. Oh, and I do that before every single drop, by the way. It's not necessary by any means, but I feel like it helped emphasize where the song was going by holding. Okay, another thing you can do is add in melody. Another thing you can do is add in melody notes in your outro, or something that I did was add melody notes in the outro. So we had this melody that you had heard before that I change. So adding new notes to your melody is another thing you can do. This is what it was before. And this is what it is in the outro. So kind of building something with the kind of like building a melody with in mind that you can take certain parts of it out and then bring them in later. That's another thing you can do that I did in this song. Oh, another one is adding in harmonies, but also waiting to add in harmonies. So in this first drop, you hear it's just the lead. And the second time it drops, it's different. It's basically different every single drop. Oh, let me try that again, but like this. Okay, so here you can see the melodies. So I didn't add that in the first place. That comes in well into the song. That comes in 1 minute and 8 seconds. You can see down at the bottom, kind of below my mouse. That comes in 1 minute and 8 seconds in the harmonies. Sorry. No, it doesn't. Okay, that comes in about 40 seconds in. It doesn't start the song like that. And then another area where I added in harmonies is at the end. So this blues section is actually harmonies in this melody. It's very like slight, but it's something you can pick up on after your first listen. Like there's still stuff to be discovered about the song while you're listening to it again. Okay, I mentioned this one a little bit, but in this C section with the piano, I used a different chord rhythm. So changing up your chord rhythm is another way to add variation to your song. So this is what the rhythm was before. Very simple. It's 1, 2, bum, bum, bum. And that's repeated. And then in the sort of piano section, it is very syncopated, meaning it's on a lot of the offbeats. Let me go right here. Where's that piano? Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's on a lot of the offbeats, which you can see right here. So yeah, just another way to change it up, but also kind of build, because this is a building section, doing a lot of syncopation. Okay. Either it's really windy or it sounds like a tree fell outside. Okay. Well, there. This is tip number 5. So this track uses a lot of low pass and high pass filters. Let's look at that. Basically, every single section has some sort of low pass or high pass going into it. So the intro, you might remember, sounds like this. It filters in. It's a low pass opening up. Okay, end of drop 1. Let's listen to the lead. you can see it high passes there, right here. So I could go through every single section, but I think all of them have some sort of arrangement with... Yeah, I could go through every single section, but I think all of them have some sort of arrangement use of the filter, especially in this piano section. Listen to the chords. The chords are like really low pass, and they eventually open up over 16 bars, but it really leaves a lot of space for the piano to go through. And then the ending, low pass filter closing. Yeah, the filters help a lot, especially for this type of music, which uses a ton of saw waves and stuff like that. Those can be a little bit abrasive, and it's nice to be able to shape those a lot. Okay, and then the last tip I have. Oh yeah, I said it's an easy way to highlight arrangement. Yeah, basically, yeah. The last tip I have is an arrangement one. So in traditional EDM arrangement, I can't believe that's something I could say, but in traditional EDM arrangement, you have kind of like an intro, then a melody, then a build, then a drop. And so the drop is like the fourth thing that happens. So you would be like down here, intro, melody 1, build, drop. And so already that's about 54 seconds into your song. And I knew I knew that wasn't going to really be what I wanted for this. I didn't think that fit for the competition, so I went for the drop ASAP, like as soon as possible. 13 seconds in is how long it takes to get to the drop. Sorry. 13 seconds is how I want to get this right for the YouTube video. 13 seconds is as long as it took to get to the drop. So I felt like that was kind of the attention span I was working with when this was going to be played. I knew it was going to be played in front of like a live stream audience, especially people who had been listening to a bunch of different songs. There was over 100 originally submitted for the contest. And if I was able to catch people's attention immediately, within the first 15 seconds or something like that, I felt like I had a good chance of making it further in the competition. So that's what I went for there. So basically, you don't have to stick to an arrangement style if you feel like everyone else is doing it. It doesn't mean that it's necessarily what's best. Yeah, I listened to a bunch of songs in that live stream, and a lot of them did the traditional EDM thing of like, you're going to get the drop at a minute mark. And personally, I didn't think that was a good idea. I felt like that leads to skip behavior where, you've seen it before. You watch someone listen to a SoundCloud link or something, and they're just hovering over that skip to the loud section of the WAV file. And I didn't want that to happen. So I kind of catered toward a listener in this instance. And I don't even think like the traditional EDM way is like the best way of doing it. I think it's there because of DJs and what DJs need for songs, but it's not necessarily like the best pop arrangement, if that makes sense, where like you're trying to make something that everyone can palette, if that makes sense. All right. So that's my tips and tricks, Varsity Beats, for this song. I've got a question, all right? My question is, I'm thinking about titling this video, how to write a kawaii EDM track / beat breakdown, and having it say Ludwig type beat in the thumbnail, because if I say Ludwig type beat breakdown, it only like catches the eye of the people who have watched my video about the Ludwig type beat or seen that. And that's only like a few thousand people. So I'm trying to have like a wider pool. Would you say this is like a kawaii EDM track? Because I feel like it is. Like the cute sort of EDM stuff. It's not necessarily like regular EDM. It was a little different. I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of my idea for it. I feel like it's not really like clickbait. It's what the video is about. I don't know. I'll probably do that. All right, let me wrap this up. Do a little YouTube outro. So what did I say? Here, let me bring this onto the main screen. I have in mind, I want to do a very specific wording for the outro. I'd say it's not the average kawaii future bass track, but it definitely fits in the category. Okay, thanks. I'm glad you said that because I was having trouble. It's not like necessarily a future bass track at all. If I was going to say it is one thing, it's more like a electro or kind of like a Porter Robinson thing at the end. But the issue with that is like, this is not how to make a Porter Robinson type beat. You know what I mean? So I can't really title it that either. Okay. I have a very specific outro wording. I'm going to try to direct people to the previous video if they haven't watched it. Okay. So this is what I'm going to say. If you want to see how the song placed in Ludwig's competition, I'll link to it in eye contact. Yeah, it's really hard to pinpoint a way to describe that track. Okay, thank you. I was having trouble too. If you want to see how the song placed in Ludwig's competition, I'll link to it right now in the end screen. If you're watching this well into the future and Ludwig is doing another music contest, best of luck to you. Thanks so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Man, I don't normally butcher it like that. Whew. All right, that is the end of that section of the stream. We're about to make some beats. Well, actually, we're going to do something else. We're going to make beats after that, but we're going to kind of make beats now. I'll intro it right now. So I need to start a new local recording. I need to write down the timestamp because I'm going to try to timestamp these lives now. So what do we got? It's like hour 13. Yo, I've been live for a long time now. Okay. And then do an intro, and then I will change the stream title, everybody. Make sure that people understand what's going on. Okay. I'm going to see if I can help you finish. To take Tony. I'm going to see if I can help you finish your track in... Finish your demo is how I'm saying it. I'm going to see if I can... I'm going to see if I can help you finish your demo in 1 hour. Does it look like I'm reading? I didn't really... to take Tony. All right, we're going to be a 7 takes Daniel over here. Help you finish your demo in 1 hour. I'm going to see if I can help you finish your demo in 1 hour. All right, that's gonna be my hook. The light's still on in the back. I should fix this. Sorry, I'm starting to get a little picky here. This is the behind the scenes look. That's so much better. I'm going to be the only one that notices that, but okay. Let's just start over again. I'm going to see if I can help you finish your demo in 1 hour. All right. I get asked to give feedback on demos a lot. People want advice on their unfinished music, and they'll ask me to give a listen. So this can generally flood my inbox, so I thought I'd make a video with some general advice that could apply to most. This can really flood my inbox, so I thought I'd make a video with some advice that can generally apply to most songs. I'm going to give myself 1 hour to work on this demo, give some suggestions, and see if I can help finish it. Hopefully this advice can apply to a song that you're stuck on. I want to say thanks to Tom for sending over some stems for me to work on. I'll link to his Instagram in the video description. Hey, what's up? Hi, Crystal. Tom Aurora sent over some stems. Okay, so now I need to actually set this thing up, change the title of the YouTube live stream. This is going to be a Hyperpop demo, everybody. Change stream title, and I need to change the timer. Studio mode. How's everybody doing today? 1 out of 10. Personally, I'm feeling like a 7 or 8 right now. For some reason, I got really nervous before this for this live stream, which I kind of stopped doing after the first one, but I was feeling nervous. But I'm feeling a lot better now. Got my why don't we hey everybody, it's tea time. Why don't we enjoy our teas together while we're in between the video? If you want to know, this is a throat coat. It's a very good tea. It's actually it's a black licorice tea, and I know just by saying that you're gonna be like, I'm not gonna try that, but it's worth a try. I don't like black licorice. I don't, but this tea is really good. Also, because I'm gonna be talking for 3 hours today, talking for like 3 hours straight. Scarily close to throat goat. I don't mind saying. Okay, maybe I won't. Throat, C-O-A-T, coat. But it's very good, and it's very soothing for the throat. Sorry, this is not an ASMR stream. I realized I was sipping a little too close to that microphone. Okay, so I need to change this timer to say something like, what do we feel? Fixing demo. Fixing a demo. Okay, and then countdown timer. Oh, sorry, 6.7. Feeling a 6.7 out of 10. It's all right. It's all right. I feel like because of like a school grading system, 5 should be like the average. Like a regular day should be a 5, right? But because of the school grading system, I think regular days have shifted to 7. So if I hear like under 7, it's a sign that it's less than a good day. At a solid 7.3. What's the difference between a 7.2 and a 7.3? I'm interested. Okay, pulling in this project. Massive difference, I assure you. Okay, so that is done. Let me. Okay, so that's gonna be good. All right, I'm gonna get started. Oh yeah. All right, there we go. 1 hour. 1 hour to fix this demo. Let's look at it. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I loaded in all of the stems. We're just going to do like a playthrough. I'm not going to listen to the whole thing because the whole thing's like 2 minutes long and we only have an hour. But I'll play through some small sections. So this is what the intro or the verse sounds like.
Do you miss me? Do you care? While you breathe in the college air.
Okay, and then this section changes it up.
When you go to college, will you even think of me? Am I gonna be just a past distant memory?
And then in the chorus, it sounds like this.
Almost went to Stone Mountain. Sunglasses on your head get me laughing.
And then the end sounds like this.
My, so fly. I had the chance to say goodbye.
Okay, so I listened to this once before. Yeah, how's it going? How's it going, Dylan? All right, so in my first playthrough, I took some notes. So the first thing that I feel like this could benefit from is a more clear A and B section. Because once it hits this 9-bar mark, it's basically the same thing on loop, if you hear it.
When you go to college.
Sorry, I'll mute the vocals real quick. And it gets a halftime section for about 32 seconds in the verse. But yeah, it feels like a loop through the whole thing, so it's kind of hard to listen to the whole thing. So we're gonna do some more defined A and B sections, and also the vocal timing might fix that a little bit and do some retuning because yeah, I feel like it could need it. But why don't we start at the top? Let's just listen to or try to fix the drums. So something that I heard in the kick, you might not be able to tell it unless you have headphones on. But let's look at this kick real quick. This is a free tool. Go out and get an Ozone Imager. Very, very, very helpful for stuff like this. The kick looks like this. So I get that Hyperpop is experimental, but I personally probably wouldn't do that wide of a kick. So I'm gonna take a lot of creative liberties here and just do my own thing kind of with this demo. So I'll just use a utility plugin, turn that to mono, and the kick looks like this now. Okay, also the kick seems a little bit too big. So this is kind of going for like one of those cute hyperpop songs, if that makes sense. I would say this is kind of similar to KKB, what is that, Kiro Bonito or something like that. So I'm going to try to take this in that direction. So let's do this. Load in a sampler. Bring this kick in. That way I can reshape this. Oh yeah, I need the This one there. Okay. And for reference, I want this kind of maybe this long at most. You see in a quarter beat, I'm going to go for like a 16th note length. Okay, so in Ableton, if you just highlight a section, you look down at the bottom of the screen, right? It'll be right here. It shows you how long that is. So it says 0, 0, 0, 125. So that means 125 milliseconds. So I'm going to go down here, turn down the sustain, put this at 125, and then turn this kind of normal like that. So before and after. Maybe even go like this a little bit. And I'll turn this up. So before, after. It's a lot more tight. So I'll just get rid of this kick. Let's go to the snare now. Okay, if we're going for that kind of cute sound, this might be a little too long for a snare. Why don't we do the same thing? Okay. Okay. So I wrote down the key. The key is E flat major. I'm going to try to tune this. It helps to pitch it up a bunch of octaves. Brother, why can't I hear this? Oh, that's why. Okay. Okay, I actually feel like that's kind of in tune. All right. Yeah, you think it's in key? I think it's in key too. All right. Let's move forward. Leave that in place. I'm just going to develop a little section right here that will be the most drums in a possible section. We're going to go for the loudest section possible and create it right now. Not a bad clap. Idea. Actually it's a little low. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so this, I don't know why this is like a lot louder, but it's too loud for what the drums are doing. We're gonna use our friend, LaFaux tool. It already has some sidechain on it, but I'm gonna do this a little bit more drastic. This is why I like LFO tool so much. You can clean up rhythms like this. I'm going to add another one on there just for more of a pumping feel. Okay, let's one of the notes I made, I don't know how this is going to fit, these drums. So I'll just leave that for now. One of the notes I did make when I was listening to this is the first time I heard it, this scratch was a little out of place and it seemed a little too loud. Sounded like this. So I'm going to retime this. It needs to be bum, boom, boom, chicka, chicka. Okay, so probably here. Okay, and it's also pretty heavy for a cute track, if that's what we're going for. So why don't we do one of these things? Yeah, that's kind of the idea. Maybe filter it. The timing's still not right. There we go. That's a bit better. Maybe have this high pass a little bit more. I'll just bring in regular. Do one of these. Yeah, do it like a band pass. All right. Let's tackle the bass. I really liked this. It's like a professional sounding bass guitar. So I'm going to see if I can keep that. I liked this too. It's very cute. Okay, and then it changes a little bit here. I don't know about that. We'll see. We'll see. This could be even brighter. Okay, so some of the chords aren't right, or like the bass notes aren't working with the chords. Let's hear what that's like. Oop, what's this? Okay, so these are melodies. I'll turn those off for now. Okay. Bum. Bum bum. Need to repitch this. I would say if you're doing something like this, maybe write it out on piano first, so you can really hear the notes, because it's hard to hear the exact pitches on this when it's like this. But some of these are not what I would do in a scenario like this. Bum 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 bum. That's the one I'm going for. You're free to disagree with me on that. But that's what I want here. Okay. Was it right? There we go. That's the one. Yeah. It should have been down 2 semitones there. What is this note? There we go. That's the one we're trying to hit. That's good. All right, we'll leave that for now, but these are definitely different patterns, so I'll color them differently. I'll do this one like a teal and this one like a blue. Okay, and then this seems to be the same. Okay. Right, let's keep going. Let's tackle these instruments. Guitar. That's a good guitar. Maybe I'll just boost this signal so I can kind of hear it a bit more, and I'm gonna put my own effects on there. Let's go. I just want something from like Serum, a very specific sound. can't go wrong with some chorus on your guitar. Maybe even some phaser. 2 bars, please. Oops. We turn up the feed to hear it. Okay, so that's the right rate. Okay, I think that'll be fine for guitar. Maybe I had it too loud, so I'll just fix that here. Oh, piano. Okay, let's bring that out. Okay. Okay, yeah, see right here something's not right. It sounds like this might be 2 different loops, and when you're working with loops, they're not necessarily going to hit the same notes. So you might have to go and like fine tune them, like I've been doing, changing specific notes. How do I cut? I forgot how to. Is it E? Oh, it is E. Okay. Yeah. It was just off by a semitone. Okay. Did that fix it? Okay, I hear this. And dun da, it needs to be down. Yeah, so like general advice, make sure maybe if you're building something like this, you build it out on piano and like have it all written out so you can see what's working together. Okay, and then this doesn't necessarily fit the right rhythm. I say that because these aren't necessarily synced up in terms of when they play the notes. They're lined up. How do you say that? You think Ableton is kind of quiet. Okay, I'll fix that. I can boost it. Let's put limiter 6. Let me know if that's better, Tia. Okay. Okay, so what I was saying is, okay, that's good. What I was saying is these aren't necessarily lined up for when they're hitting the rhythms. They're lined up in they're quantized, but they're not necessarily lined up. Yeah, so that's a little bit better. And then this is off. We'll just stretch you out, please. Okay. And then I'm just going to delete this. Copy, paste. How does this sound all together? So we cut this out. Yeah, we cut out here. Okay, so just cleaning up the ends, making sure if you're doing like a transition like this, only one thing is like the important thing is happening and nothing else is covering it up. That's another thing you could do. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Build out this different melodic section. So one of the reasons why I actually went with this one and went forward with it was I really like this sound. But I think for what you want in this scenario, this needs to be a lot more tight. Currently, the chords are kind of being held out. And so one thing you can do is clean up the ends, have them end a lot cleaner, or like not even cleaner. One thing you can do is just cut off the ends like this. You see right here where it's not playing anymore. And let's just hear how that sounds. Tambourine too loud. All right, so let's hear that automation. Okay, so that's gonna make it a lot better. And then, oh wait. Okay, so I like how that's going. Let's hear this melody. Okay, so you can already see these melodies are overlapping. Probably not going to be that good. So let me change these a little bit. I like this part of the melody. All right. And I want to make this a little bit higher. So maybe we add in some grain delay. Go like this. Add in some real delay. Okay, we're gonna have to do the thing where we cut the ends of it as well. Because I think if you're making like a cute song like this, it needs to be clean as well. So like especially here. Okay, maybe we won't even have it there. All right. What about this one? Pluck. Okay, I don't like this section. It's not necessarily like a melody. It's just I'm gonna stick with this one. It's catchier. Maybe like a do 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 do. Oh, that's better. Just pitching it up. We could layer this. This could use another layer. Why don't I try that? Okay, that messed up. Ba. Beep beep. The melodic instruments are giving me a Taylor Swift Midnight's vibe. I actually don't know that song. Is that one of the new ones? I know she released new music recently, right? No, that doesn't sound good. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. It just needed some extra sauce on there. Okay, so why don't we actually get to turning this into like an idea? We're about halfway through. Is there a hi-hat? There's no hi-hat. I feel like this could benefit from just a very simple, like a real hi-hat. I'll use one of the ones from my pack. Are we, something's weird. Is it? Oh, there we go. That's probably it. It's got to be real short for this. Okay, so you know what? I don't want to wait to the end to do the vocals, so I'll just do some vocals now. The bass in the intro is really good. Yeah. I thought so too. This isn't that important, but I want to fix it. The lights in my background died. Hold on. All right, we're back. Much better. Okay, so let's focus on the vocals.
Do you miss me? Do you care? While you breathe in the college air.
Okay, so I'm going to add in something on the vocals. It's I might explain. Okay, I'll explain what I'll do. It's something I just made recently because I've been doing some vocal stuff myself, and it is the equivalent of like a Waves vocal writer, but it's for free. You can use Max for Live, a couple plugins, and just set it up in a way to where basically this is like gain adjustment, not compression. Gain adjustment. So basically it's coming out as the same gain. This is what it looks like down here.
Do you miss me? Do you care? While you breathe in the college air. When I fall through. Do you miss me? Do you miss? When you go to college, will you even think of me? Am I gonna?
Giving you the secret sauce. Okay, so basically and just a bunch of gain plugins. But I set this up 50-30. It's got 50 fall here, and it's just changing the gain based off of how strong the signal is. So it's trying to get the gain to be level without using a compressor. But I will add a compressor to this. Let me do like a low cut first, because you probably want to do that before adding any compressor.
When you go.
Yeah, see, that's exactly why. There was a bunch of rustling in the background.
When you go to college, will.
So you want to find this right here, the lowest, and then just go a little bit underneath like that.
When you go to.
Okay, regular compressor is what I'm going to add.
When you go to college, will you even think of me? Am I gonna be just a past distant memory?
Okay, and then I'm going to add in pitch correction. I'm going to use Waves real time because that's what I have. We said key was, what was the key? E flat major. E flat major.
When you go to college, will you even think of me? Am I gonna? Do you miss me? Do you care? While you breathe in the college air. When I fall through, will you pick me up? I doubt you would do. anything? When you go to college, will you even think of me? Am I gonna even think of me? Am I even?
Okay, so this right here is what I was talking about. I want to force certain notes in here. Let me do something real quick.
When you go to college, will you even? When you go to college, will you even think of me? Am I gonna be just a past distant memory?
Okay, so that's what I'm going to force it to be.
When you go to college, will you even think of me? Am I gonna be just a past distant memory?
Okay, something like that. Just because it was moving around a little too much.
Past distant
That one's okay.
past distant memory.
Okay, and then we route this into 36. Into waves tune. So it sounds like this now.
When you go to college, will you even think of me? Am I gonna be just a past distant?
It's got to turn on target pitch. All right, it sounds like this now.
Even think of me? Am I gonna be? I gonna be?
Okay, so generally this could use fixing, timing. I'm not going to correct the entire thing because we only have like 18 more minutes, but
I can find when I fall through. Will you?
okay, so let's start at the beginning.
Do you miss me?
So right here needs to be like this.
Do you?
Sorry.
Do you miss me?
Do you miss me?
Do you miss me? Do you care? Do you care?
So you would just go in and like fix all of these.
Breathe in the color. In the college air.
Like this.
College air. When I fall through. When I fall through. Will you pick me up?
So this is already making it sound a lot more clean.
You pick me up. I die.
You can do this in
Pick me up.
you can do this in Logic. I don't know about FL.
Pick me up. I die.
But yeah, just work on the vocal timing for something like this.
You would do anything. Do anything. Do anything. Do anything. When you go to
Okay, so
when you go
do 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 do.
when you go to when you go to college, will you eat? When you go to college, when you go to college, will you eat? College, will you even? You even think of me? Think of me? Am I gonna be?
So not all of this was off because I'm moving this around. It moves around everything.
Be just a
But
past distant memory.
okay, so that's all I'm gonna do for that one. I want to do this section here as well. You know what I could do?
Do you miss?
This is a very hyperpop thing to do. I'm gonna make it sound like it's coming out of bandpass. Do like a phone thing. Not that one. This one.
Do you miss me?
For like an intro. Do something like this.
Do you miss me? Do you care? While you freeze in the college air, when I fall through, will you pick me up? I doubt you would do anything. When you go to college, will you eat?
1, 2, 3. Go like this, and then automate this off once it changes. So like that.
When you go to college, doubt you would do anything. Doubt you would do anything. When you go to college, will you eat? When you go,
So it's not lined up there.
do you miss?
When
When you go to, when you go to, when you go to college, will, when you go to college, will you eat? When you go to college, will you? When you go to college, will you even? When you go to college, when you go to college, will you even? When you go to college, will you even think of me? Am I gonna?
it was all off by man, I did this wrong. It was all off by like an eighth note.
When you go to college, will you even think of me? Am I gonna be just a past, just a memory?
Who am I gonna be?
Okay, I'm gonna copy this vocal chain, put it on this one. Hi Dre, how's it going? We are fixing a demo. Got 13 minutes left.
Who am I gonna be when you're gone?
When you go,
Who am I gonna be when you're gone?
So this could use some fixing as well. I'll do that right now.
Who am I gonna be when you're gone? And some nights I lie in bed.
Okay,
Who am I gonna be? Gonna be when you're gonna be? Gonna be when you're gone.
or let's like quantize everything.
Who am I gonna be when you're gone?
So I think the only ones you can hear, like this wasn't recorded in a good room. There's noise in the background of it. Let's finally route this MIDI in. It's going to 39. Sounds like this.
Gonna be.
That's too high.
Who am I gonna be? What gonna be? Who am I gonna be? What gonna be? What gonna be when you're gonna be? What gonna be when you're gone? Gonna be when you're gone. When you're gone. When you're gone.
There we go. All right. All of that effort just to fix those. But I think it's worth it. I think it sounds a little bit better now.
Some nights I lie in bed, thinking about you not picking up the phone. Ooh, almost went to Stone Mountain. Sunglasses on your head kept me laughing. Almost went to Stone Mountain. Sunglasses on your head kept me laughing.
Sorry.
Almost went to Stone Mountain. Sunglasses on your head kept me laughing. My, you look so fly. You look so fly.
Okay, so personally, I think it shouldn't go down there.
My, you look so fly.
We're here, right?
So fly. So fly. look so fly. I wish I had the chance. I wish I had.
It's the third.
I wish I had the chance. I wish I had the chance to say goodbye. I wish I had the chance to say goodbye. Chance to say goodbye.
Okay. So it doesn't necessarily fix it, but this is what I would do if I had control of the original raw vocal. Just route these specific notes in.
You look so fly. I wish I had the chance to say goodbye.
Okay. So let's only have about 10 minutes left. What can we do to make this better? I think maybe focusing on arrangement. I'm going to turn this into maybe like a small snippet. So play eventually like a minute of it. So how can we fix that?
When you go to college, will you
Who am I gonna be when you're gone?
Okay, so maybe not even doing four on the floor kick here.
college, will you even think of me? Am I gonna be just a past, just a memory? When you go to college, will you even think of me? Am I gonna be just a past, just a memory?
Who am I?
Just a memory.
Who am I? I'm not a lie.
Okay, so here's the idea. We've got first section, then new section, and then maybe do, because this is like a 12-bar phrase or 12-bar verse, do like a cut here. That's something you can do if it's a 12-bar. And then bring everything back for the chorus. Tambourine should only ever come in, not like the very first. I don't think a tambourine should come in on the very first time. Maybe have it to spice up a second section. So drums be like this.
When you go to college, will you even think of me? Am I gonna be just a past, just a memory?
Who am I gonna be when you're gone? And some not a lie.
Okay, so have this a whole cut section.
I'm not a lie in bed, thinking about you now. I'm not a lie in bed. I'm not a lie in bed, thinking about you now. Picking up about you now. I'm not a lie in bed, thinking about you now. Picking up the phone.
Okay, and then we can do that fill again.
I'm not a lie in bed, thinking about you now. Picking up the phone. Ooh, I'm not a lie in bed.
Cut this out because that's just noise.
Thinking about you now. Picking up the phone. Thinking about you now, picking up the phone. Who am I gonna be? Who am I gonna be? I'm not a lie in bed. Thinking about you now, picking up the phone. Almost went to Stone Mountain. Sunglasses on your.
When you go to college, will you even?
All right, let's turn this up maybe 7.
When you go to college, will you?
Almost went to Stone Mountain. Sunglasses on your head kept me laughing. My, you look so fly. Wish I had the chance to say goodbye.
I can finally breathe in the ocean air. I can finally. I can finally.
Oh well, I don't have time to fix all of that. So maybe I'll just insert like a space here. Oops. Like that. And just have this be the end of the snippet. Okay, anything else I could do?
Do you miss me? Do you care? While you breathe in the college air. While you breathe in the college air. The college air. Do you the college air? When I fall through, will you pick me up? I doubt you would do anything. When you go to college, will you?
All right, add this on the background vocals here.
While you breathe in the college air. When I fall through, will you pick me up? I doubt you would do anything. When you go to college, will you anything? When you go to college, will you even? Do you miss me? Do you care? While you breathe in the college air. When I fall through.
Okay, so the levels on everything, the vocal's not sitting on top of it, which is really what you need for anything that has vocals.
When I fall through, will you pick me up? I doubt you would do anything. When you go to college, will you even think of me? When you go to college, will you even think of me? Am I gonna be just a past, just a memory?
Who am I gonna?
Okay, and then this has,
When you go to college, will you?
it's just a little bit grainy up top. Let's tame that a little.
When you even think, am I gonna be just a past, just a memory?
Who am I gonna be when you're gone? And some nights I lie in bed.
So yeah, all of this stuff can be cut out. It's just extra noise.
And some nights I lie in bed, thinking about you, not picking up the phone. Almost went to Stone Mountain, almost went to Stone Mountain. Went to Stone Mountain. Sunglasses on your head get me laughing. My, you look so fly. Wish I had the chance to say goodbye.
All right, so I feel like that kind of,
Do you miss me?
I feel like that's all I can get in 1 hour, but I do feel like it is a big difference. Just changing some small things. So to recap, some of the big takeaways you could take from this are make sure you can really hear the notes of everything, because sometimes there's some clashing notes in some demos. The vocal timing is very, very big. And also make sure, if you can, to route MIDI into your vocals for specific pitches, because the waving auto-tune sound isn't necessarily the best for like a money note, like some of these. That's what I was doing, routing MIDI in to your pitch correction plugin. Besides that, some of the melodies, the options for that, you don't have to play them all the time. You saw how I chopped up these and really just gave space for the ones that I really liked. You can also space them out in the piano roll, so have higher melodies and lower ones that are separated, as kind of like orchestration is what it's called. And also having an A and B section. So we have a section right here that sounds like something, and then trying to change it up a little bit, maybe adding in a separate cut right here. Yeah. So that's about it, I think. Yeah. Oh, and tuning your percussions is another thing you can do. All right. So why don't we listen back to the whole snippet? This is after 1 hour of fixing a demo. This is what it sounds like. I want to say before I do that though, because I'll wrap it up at the end with the clip. But before I say that, I want to say thanks to Tom for letting me work on this song. I think it's a lot easier to edit someone else's work than it is to start from scratch. So Tom did all the hard work of coming up with all the ideas here. If you would like another demo video, let me know in the comments. I'd be down to do another one if you like this. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Here is... No, I won't say that. All right, I'll say... All right, here's the beat. Here is what the demo sounds like now.
Do you miss me? Do you care? While you breathe in the college air. When I fall through, will you pick me up? I doubt you would do anything. When you go to college, will you even think of me? Am I gonna be just a past, just a memory?
Who am I gonna be when you're gone? And some nights I lie in bed, thinking about you not picking up the phone. Almost went to Stone Mountain. Sunglasses on your head kept me laughing. My, you look so fly. Wish I had the chance to say goodbye.
All right. So that is the demo. All right. That's all we're going to do for that one. Thanks so much for watching. Let's move on to the next thing, though. All right. That was fun. Maybe if I had more time, I could do other stuff with it, but that's about as far as I could get in 1 hour. Probably not close to being a finished demo, but I'm glad I could work on it. So yeah, I hope that advice applied to your song if you're stuck on a song. Thanks. Yeah, is a great demo. Yeah. Yeah. Good work, Tom. All right, let me save and all right. It's gonna be stuck in my head. Almost went to... It's tea time, everybody. All right, we got one more thing we're gonna hit in this stream. All right. I'm thinking. I'm gonna put on some music. I will be right back. I had a little bit too much tea. That's all. All right. See if I can be back real quick. I'll be making beats right after this, so stay tuned. Hey, what's up? All right. I'm back. That was quick. That was only like 2 minutes. Okay. Let's go. Hey, what's up? So, we are going to be doing something fun. Let me get right into it. Did I? I did. Okay. Start a new local recording. Write down the timestamp. It is, what is the timestamp? It's about 2:28, 15. 2:28, 15. Just came into the stream. What you doing? I'm about to intro it. Just you wait. It is tea time though, everybody. All right. Let's get some music back in here. Bring my notes over here so I can intro this. All right. This is you see how excited I am for this one? I'm really excited. Okay. Let's intro this one. So, the challenge for this video. The challenge is make a track in the style of Madeon. If you don't know who Madeon is, he's a big music producer, released music with Porter Robinson, and more recently had a Grammy nomination in 21 for his album Good Faith. So the vibe we're going for with this one, if you don't know, it's more of like a new disco, relaxed EDM feel, similar to his stuff on the Good Faith album. I'm going to put an hour on the clock and see how far I can get. All right, let's do this thing. All right, Madeon type beat. I'm super excited about this one. One of my big inspirations when I started music and like still to this day. So I'm gonna try to make a Madeon type beat. Let's go. Are we gonna sing on it? Maybe. We'll see. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to change the stream title. Making a Madeon type beat 1 hour challenge with lyrics. And I need to change the timer. That's what it is. Gone wrong? Hopefully it doesn't go wrong. Madeon type beat. It's so hard to change this title. Why is this so hard? Oh man. Huh. The timer's just not working anymore. That's weird. How strange. Well, we could count up. We could do a count up timer. That's basically the same thing. All right, so this is what it looks like. Let's switch to the picture-in-picture. Yo, why is this all whack? You guys see this? Right here. Okay, all right, so it's working now. Right there. Okay, all right. Technical difficulties. All right, so we're about ready to go. I'll restart the timer in a second. Let me just get situated. All right, let's get rid of that music and get going. Yes, exactly, a reverse timer. That's what I was going for in the first place. Yeah. Okay, let's go. So I started a new local recording, wrote down timestamp, did an intro, did the titles for the stream and the timer, and I introed. Okay, so let's do this thing then. Oh, well, I can talk about it while I do it, but there's a new template that I'm using. This is like an EDM template, but I'll explain that once I restart the timer. Ready, set. All right, let's go. Okay, so this is a new template I'm using. This is a bit different than the one I used to make Hyperpop beats. You'll see I have a sidechain in here. So we're gonna be using some sidechain on this. That's just so I can do stuff like this. I have sidechain on the bass and the melodies that I want to have sidechain. Okay, so let's start. It's gonna be a 100 BPM beat. Let's go with that. And I'm going to pull in some melodies. Not that one, but this. I could make a chord progression or I could not. I could just use one of the ones from my pack. Okay, I think I'll go with that. And then change this serum preset. Sorry, I'm going through presets from my Hyperfunk pack. I like that one, but that's a little too much on the phaser. Oh, and I'm thinking for the side chain, let's go 4 on the floor here. I think that's fine. Yo, we're basically done now. Drums. Okay, we're just gonna fill this out with basically every percussion known to man. Let's get a hi-hat groove. That sample pack surely is useful. Okay, so I've made the sample pack to make stuff like this. So made sure I can make the music I want to make. So it's just making it easier. I don't like that vibe. Okay. Gonna do one of these sneaky sneaks. Rather than just adjust the volume, just gonna do an LFO tool on everything for the hi-hats. Do one of these things. All right, claps and snares, probably. And then like a snare. Yo, where'd the snare go? Oh, I don't have anything in the snare. Okay. Need a longer snare for this one. Okay. And do like a pre-snare idea. Snare is cutting off. Let's fix that. It needs to be, it's on the 3rd right now. And needs to go down, that would be -4. Okay, maybe adding more percussion in there. What could we do? We could do like tom fills. Yeah. I do have tom fills. Okay. Something like this, and then okay, have something slightly different like this. Okay. And something I actually don't think I have in there is something like extra percussions. So I'm gonna go to splice for that. Maybe like bongos. Something like this. I almost want to layer another snare on there. Make it more bright. There, that one. Okay. Done. Yeah, there we go. That's more punchy. Okay, so this is what the drums sound like. Okay, just a nice simple drum groove. What could we do? Maybe change the key. So all of my packs are in C major for a reason, just so it's easy for people who don't know theory that much. It uses all the white notes. But what if we changed it to G? Bum. All right, I'm thinking ideas already. How about I get a good preset in here before I start recording something? Why is my hand wet? my tea bottle. Okay, so let's go. Let's just start. Okay, maybe I'm thinking something different. Okay, I'm just gonna build one from scratch because I have an idea for what I want. Oops, wrong one. Okay, so let's get an idea down. Okay. Maybe I just record that again. Okay, don't have enough time. Need to give myself more. Yo. So we just gotta fix these. How do you do that thing in Ableton where this? little too much pitch bend. Okay, so this final section needs to be different. Strange. Okay. I'm not even sold on this lead anymore. Let's change it. Da, 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 da. Maybe something from the first pack I ever did. I just realized this was in the wrong section. That's all good. I want this oops. Okay, different chords. I'm thinking. Different chords. That's more like it. Vibey lead. I agree. Okay, so I want some stuff in the background that's kind of call and response. Okay, this works. Something like that. Yo. This goes on forever. I'm actually going to put a gate on it just to keep my sanity. Okay. Meow, meow, meow. Okay, this should be good enough for like a call and response lead. All right, so that way it's different throughout the whole thing. Yeah, I need more sidechain. Okay, idea. Idea. Could put some guitar on here. I have a guitar. How much sidechain is enough sidechain? Never enough. At least not when you're making something like this. Okay. Oh, man. Dang. That's rough. All right, guitar rig just crashed the whole thing. All right, let's see if I can rip. Is there a backup? We're going to find out. All right. Oops. All right. Sometimes it loses the presets when you crash. Okay, so some of them stayed, some didn't. Okay, let me just save right now. So it sounds like the chords just died on me, that's all. I'm going to save, and hopefully I can bring in guitar rig again. All right, moment of truth. Okay, all right. Maybe something with phaser. Okay, so I'll go with that one. Okay, so this is actually all of the call and response, and I think I'm gonna play these ones on the guitar. Okay. Oh my gosh, I can't play it. Hmm. It doesn't sound that good. Maybe I just type in funk. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know about that one. Hey, that one sounds good. I'll go with that one. And it's out of tune. All right, let's fix that. I don't know about this. All right, maybe I just have to move on. I'll freeze that and then move on to the next thing. Maybe put in some bass though. Hey yo. Oh, I don't even have a bass in there. Let's go like this. All right. You know what's messing me up is this. I need to have this lower, like at 128. There we go. That's the ending. Okay. Oh. Doo-dee-doo-doo. This should line everything up. Oopsie. Okay, that was a little mistake, but nothing we can't fix. Okay, brethren, we bring this home. Okay, maybe we do guitar rig again. Save, make sure it doesn't crash. Bass. Thinking. Yeah, that's pretty good. Put like 10 OTTs on it. Yeah, I probably would never. It wouldn't sound good. But I really like the sound of this guitar rig thing. Let me save it. What is this? It's like slap bass. Guitar rig. That's why I don't. All right, let me load guitar rig back up. Exactly. It is rigged. We got guitar rigged. Oops. Let's get back in this. All right, what was the preset? Does anyone remember? Okay, I said bass. I was about to say, man, I really like this preset. Let me make sure. It was clean plec, wasn't it? Or slap with grid. It was slap with grid. There we go. Okay. We say freeze immediately. Guitar rig, more like guitar scuffed. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's good. That's good. Okay, let's actually switch out these chords. Oh, what I was doing up here, what I just did is I kind of made it, I took out the hi-hat and the bongo in the first section because I want this to like build into something. I know I only have like 17 minutes. It's likely only going to be an 8-bar loop, but that's what it's like with EDM sometimes. It might take a long time to get something going. This was full chords, wasn't it? All right, enough delaying. I think what this needs is some vocals. If you don't know, Madeon started out as a producer and then started putting his own vocals on stuff. And that's what makes the newest album different than his other stuff. Is it has his own lyrics and vocals. So I took that as a inspiration, and maybe I'm going to do something like that right now. All right. Can we do vocals? It's a good question. I did prepare a little bit of a vocal chain. I know he does have a very complex vocal chain. Someone said something like, I was going through like his Discord and all these other producers who are trying to remake it, because it's like a very distinct vocal processing that sounds cleaner, but also has a ton of effects on it and is sometimes format shifted. So this is what I prepared. I love vocals. Okay. Oh man, that's sticking out like a sore thumb. How about we just drown it in effects and call it good? What can we do? Just to a ton of reverb. Let's do that. Where's my reverb pack? There we go. Or patch. Then maybe one of these. Okay, enough delaying. Let's get these vocals out. Okay. All right, so let me just get an idea out. Okay, so that's just, I'll use that as an example of what this sounds like. So let's just make sure we're in the right key. We said G. Brother. Okay, so you can really hear the bleed from the speakers. So I'm gonna headphone up. Okay. And Something like that. How does that sound? That's a Shelter lick, isn't it? Is it not? Whatever. Okay, so let's re-record this. What is it? And I'm right where I wanna be. Okay. Right where I wanna be. Come on, I was trying to get this. Right where I wanna be. Okay. See, seasons change, and I'm right where I wanna be. The seasons change, and I'm right where I want. Can't hit it. And I'm right where I have to go into my head voice for that. The seasons change, and I'm right where I wanna be. The seasons change, and I'm right where I wanna be. Okay, that's not it. I'll try it again. The seasons change, and I'm right where I wanna be. The seasons change. Okay. Do I need a You're hearing a lot of that puh. And I think I need to bring this guy out. Oh my goodness. Take the windscreen off and just hold the pop filter in place. Okay. This is funny. The seasons change, and I'm right where I wanna be. See, my voice isn't doing what I want to do there. The seasons change, and I'm right where I want. Okay, let's try it again. The seasons change, and I'm right where I wanna be. All right, well, we'll just cut that part out. Come on. The seasons change, and I'm right where I wanna be. Come on, I was trying to get this. All right, let's go like this. It's going to cover all of my face, which is why I don't normally have the pop filter out. You can't even see if my lips are moving or not. Okay. The seasons change, and I'm right where I wanna be. The seasons change, and I'm right where I wanna be. The seasons change. I want some more effects on the top of that. I had the effects here. So let's bring these up. Okay, one more time. The seasons change, and I'm right where I wanna be. The seasons change, and I'm right where I wanna be. Right. Okay, so that's for 1 hour. Where I wanna be. Okay, that's what we're gonna go with. Given the fact that it's gonna sound like this. Okay, is it just me or is this not working that well? Oh, that's because I was doing this thing. Help me out. Why is this not working? Oh, I need to route this in. I didn't have that set up. Okay. Howdy. Okay, maybe I'm still hearing it. Like I'm still hearing the pop, the stuff, like the effects. Sorry, I'm still hearing like the effects of the wind hitting the microphone. So we're doubling up here. I don't think I've ever done this. Pop filter and windscreen. This is so silly. Okay, what are we doing here? Okay, you gotta make it super generic, you know. I'm not trying to win a Grammy here. So I said seasons change, so we could say something about seasons. Oh, we got 4 minutes. Clear. The air is clear. And something me. And be me. Be me rhymes. So like the air is clear. The air is clear. Mm-hmm. The air is clear and I'm right where I wanna be. My voice kind of cracked in that one. The air is clear and I'm right where I wanna be. The air is clear and I'm right where I wanna be. And I'm right where I wanna be. Right where I wanna be. Right where I wanna be. Let's see. Does Waves Tune fix that? Air is clear and I'm right where I wanna be. And I'm right where I wanna be. Okay. Yeah, can't re-record it. Why don't we go with that shelter line again? Da-da. What was that? I don't remember how that goes. Da-da. Da-da. Okay. I know, and I know that you're. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. And I know that you're mine. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter. Okay, so we'll redo that part, but. I know that you're mine. It's just a matter of time. I know that you're mine. It's just a matter of time. I'll repeat that. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter. Take it up. Take it up. It's just a matter of time. Does that sound bad? It's just a matter of time. All right, let's fix this. And I know that you're mine. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Okay. It's not the worst thing ever. It's just a It's just It's just a matter. 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 It's just a It's just like this? It's just a matter. Oh man. It's just a matter. It's just It's just Why does this sound so bad? It's just a matter. Why does it need to go like this? I messed it up. I messed it up. I messed it up. It's just a matter. I messed it up. It's just a matter. It's just a matter. Okay, there we go. We're getting better. It's just a matter. There we go. There we go. And I know that you're mine. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Okay. All right. That's it for the beat. With vocals, though. Let me get this insane pop filter out of my face. Did that help with the vocals? Did it? I don't know. Need something stronger than a pop filter, I guess. All right, so in 1 hour, I was able to come up with an 8-bar loop. This is a bit more complex than some of the stuff I normally make. I want to tweak it a little bit. Just allow me one minute to tweak, because I haven't listened to it with the vocals. Brother, I repeated the same line. Okay. The air is clear and you're standing here right next to me. The air is clear and the air is clear and you're standing here right next to me. Okay. The air is clear and you're standing here right next to me. Standing here right next to me. And the air is clear and you're standing here right next to me. Yeah. To me, and to me, and I know that you're mine. Okay, all right. I'm really happy with the vocals on this one. Or the vocal chain, at least. The vocal chain, at least. All right. All right. I'm not gonna edit it anymore, like re-record vocals. That was 1 hour. So, all right. As I say that, maybe if I just do one of these doggies. This needs to be a G. I'm getting really picky about this, but all right, so might as well just share what the vocal chain I have for this is, just in case someone asks. This vocal writer thing. So basically, what that does, I'll turn it all off and then turn it back on for each one. I was hesitating. Do I turn off the pitch correction? I'll just do it, just for kicks and giggles. Okay, so before, raw vocal would sound like this. And then this just affects the gain. It's like the Waves vocal writer, but it's free and it's something I just made. You just have the envelope follower. It's a Max for Live tool. Edit utility. So watch this move. Okay, and then that was off, the M analyzer, but then we have, okay, then we have pitch correction. Utility, which is just a boost in EQ. Sorry, utility, which is just a boost in gain. A gate, another utility, and then we have our first real thing on there. OTT at 39%. Okay, then we have our effects. So we've got a dry signal running in parallel with a phaser, which is cut like that. So this is what the phaser sounds like. And then serum effects, which is cut in a similar way, like that. And this is flanger phaser chorus. Then we have a utility, another OTT, but this one's different. I edited it a lot. This one is only compression for most of the bands, except for a little bit of upward expansion. On this one. So before, oh, it's not gain matched. Anyway, before and after would sound like this. Okay, and then we have some manipulator. So it has a dry signal as well as some other lower harmonics. -2 and I think a -1. But they're really low in the mix, so I don't even think that's necessary. And then more utility, and then an EQ looks like this. And then this is a blank EQ, I think. Yeah. And then ozone imager is doing nothing. It's just to look at. Okay. Now for what you've been waiting for. That's pretty cool processing. Thanks. I was listening to a few Madeon acapellas to see if I could recreate it. It's very hard to recreate. I don't know how well I did at that, but yeah. That's what I ended up with. Yeah. All right. Let's hear what I came up with vocals. 1 hour to make an 8-bar loop. All right, let's hear it. Okay. Sorry, everybody. Whoa. All right. So that's what I got for my Madeon type beat. Thanks. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. All right. So let me close out of this and switch to camera. So yeah, I've been, if you watched my Road to Pro Producer video, yeah, I'm glad you guys like it. Y'all like it. Yeah, if you watch my Road to Pro Producer video, I kind of talk in there about how I want to start releasing music again, and I feel like I need some vocals for my stuff. And so I've been experimenting a lot with putting my own vocals on stuff rather than like reaching out to artists for them to sing. It's just a lot easier if you do it yourself. A lot easier to coordinate. It's hard to sound good though. Okay, that's about it I've got for the Madeon type beat. About 8 bars, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. Yeah. All right. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, or something like that. I'll close out of that video. Yeah, it is easier to rely on yourself. Okay, so that's all I have planned for the video, for the stream today. Is my longest stream ever by far. Yeah, almost 4 hours. Yeesh. All right, that's all I've got for today. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate you all for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye. I'll see you guys later. All right, bye.